Hey guys, I wanted to introduce you to Care Of. It's officially 2022, and now's the time to set your wellness routine into action and prioritize your health. Care Of allows your vitamin routine to be personal, easy, effective, and constantly evolving. Stay on track with your health goals this new year thanks to Care Of's daily vitamins packs that makes organization and your resolution easy to stick to every day. My favorite thing about Care Of is how fun and easy the quiz is and how cute and convenient the individual packets are. My goal for the new year is to definitely stay more hydrated and be more healthy. For 50% off your first Care Of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code UNFAZED50. Again, for 50% off your first Care Of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code UNFAZED50 for 50% off your order.
Hey girls, what's up?
Welcome back.
Welcome. I'm Camo.
Do we have this recording, friend?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay. So what's today's topic over, friend?
I don't. Let's see. God damn it. What did you say? What did you send me? Let me see. Let's talk about putting ourselves first and doing things for ourselves, because that's really relevant. It's the new year, and a lot of people they're on that same wave right now. So I think this year really needs to be about putting ourselves first. You know, I personally have always tried to think about others, and I'll never stop doing that. But I think what you run into problems when you're constantly putting other people first and you put yourself on the back burner, because the thing is most people, 99% of the population, is thinking about themselves. And so if you're also thinking about them, who's thinking about you?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So this year I really encourage everybody to step into their power, step into their skin, and really own who they are. And don't tolerate bullshit. Like, you don't have to necessarily be reactive as I am, or you can. Wouldn't tell you not to be. But just like don't tolerate the bullshit. Like, be you, be who you are.
I can agree with that. I think that I've been doing that maybe since last year. Like, I think it took me doing that to, I guess, venture out and to find who I am, I guess. And I think prison helped me do that as well, just because when I got out, there was a lot of things that I told myself I wouldn't tolerate, and I didn't. Yeah. But I definitely want to obviously continue to do that, but to put myself first and also take care of myself in the process, because sometimes that is something that I fail to do, is to take care of myself. And that comes with eating enough so that I can be, a good mom and just be good to myself in general. And, we talked about this on a previous podcast when it comes to eating and stuff like that. If you're not eating appropriately and if you're not fueling yourself, it's your mind's not where it needs to be. And so that's something that I've had to learn as well. And so that's really why I wanted to talk about this too. And that also comes with, getting out of your comfort zone and making yourself do things that you don't want to do. For example, like working out.
Yes.
Working out is key, and saving more money, even though you want to spend more money.
I'm triggered.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I have a problem myself. And when I started actually writing down how much money a month I was spending versus how much I'm saving, there's no reason for it.
Do you have Bank of America?
No, I use Peach State.
Okay.
But I also use Wells Fargo, but I only use Wells Fargo because Peach State doesn't have Zelle.
Okay, because I was going to say you could, I saw this trend. I made a video about it. I saw this trend, though, going around where people were exposing their spending habits. And the Bank of America app, if you have it, I'm sure other apps do it, but I don't know why it seemed like such new.
Oh, it tells you how much you spend a month.
A month, but it breaks it down. And that's what really got me. I was like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. And like talking about saving money, I just started a savings account. I only have $600 in it. Probably TMI, but I have never really had a savings account. I tried to make one before, but I drained it real quick. So I'm really trying to start that because who knows what the future holds. And we really do need to get a grip on our spending. I think, like, I've heard a lot of people who've grown on social media quickly kind of like they go through this same like cycle where, when they first get their first like lick of success, air quotes, because success is different for everybody. When they first like get their little bump, it's so new. Like I went from serving tables annually making like $18,000 to $25,000, and last year I didn't know this until December. I quadrupled that doing brand deals, doing tarot readings, and other things like that, and I didn't save any. Like I'm so stupid with my money, and like we always like every time we get together, what do? We go shopping. Do we need anything else? Hell no, we don't. But that's like one of my toxic traits that I need to work on, is not just being so stupid with my money, because that's such a bad habit to have. I would say I'm very good about paying my bills, but after that, girl, I'm like, free reign. Let's go shopping, bitch. So,
like this Christmas, we spent so much money, and I told myself, I was like, I'm not going to worry about it. Like it is what it is, and then start saving. And I've already saved so much since after Christmas because there's no more spending on Christmas. But like, why do we feel the need to go above and beyond on Christmas? I don't know. But I feel like everybody has that issue because I feel like everybody feels like they have to or something. I don't know. But that's definitely one thing that I want to do, is save more. I'm very thankful. Like, for example, rehab, they taught me about a savings account when I was 18, so years ago.
Really?
And yeah, so they teach you about how important it is, because it really is to have a savings. You don't want to have to stress and worry about what if. You need to have some kind of backup plan. Everybody. And obviously it looks different for everybody. And I know some people, they think that they can or whatever. You can definitely say, how I look at it is, whatever you make, save a percentage of that every time. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and it might suck for a while.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and it might suck for a while, but you need to do it. So, and you really need to put more in your savings than you're allowing yourself to spend. So you make a certain amount of money, you keep 20% for yourself and put the rest in savings. And that seems like a lot, but that is the key to being able to save a lot of money, and you're going to be happier in the long run. I can assure you. But so that's definitely what I want to do this year: save more. And even that can look like putting yourself first.
No, it can. And you've always been good about that. You've always like preached that to me about like saving, and like I never did. I honestly had no idea how much money I was making because I would just pay my bills and then everything else would just go right out my fucking bank account. But after like seeing a number, I was like, oh my God, why do I not have money saved up? Like, this is actually embarrassing. So I actually thinking that I could have bought a Tesla last year, but I was shopping. But you know what? I will say this. I had a lot of great experiences last year. Like, I did go to Miami. I went to LA.
Right.
And like, I'd never been to Miami, and that was cute. And like, I let loose there. I was eating at nice places. Like, I was doing nice things for myself. I went snorkeling. I went on like a boat ride. I did so many things I've never done. So I don't regret any of it. The thing I do regret is going to the mall every day and spending money on like clothing. Cause I don't know where I'm at now. I think I'm going to just start trying to like move like, okay, if you're going to do a photo shoot or take photos, go get an outfit. Sure. But like, I don't need to constantly have on something new to just like go to goddamn Target.
Yeah.
Like that's my problem. Like, but so saving, I would say that does count as putting yourself first, because I mean, if we lost everything tomorrow, you would have that to fall back on. So, what else, sister? There were some more questions from last week's episode that we could answer.
Okay.
I do remember one that I wanted to answer. Somebody was like, they basically said that how their family doesn't accept them not having the same political views. And to that, I would say this: I get along with people who vote differently, and that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with necessarily like the act of voting for the opposite party does not bother me as much, but it's usually a big chunk of the people that vote for that party are just not good people overall. For me, I think it's crazy because when I've never really been political because I feel like a lot of things I'm like smack dab in the middle about. So like I kind of struggle with like where I stand on things. But the thing is like blue, they speak for everybody. And like it's so crazy because where I stand politically, it's mostly because I care about people and like them being represented. And people on the opposing party, they don't keep people like myself and minorities in mind. And so just being like just caring about people really flusters some people, and that really that it blows my mind. So I feel like if you are dealing with family like not accepting you because you don't share the same beliefs, like maybe remove yourself from that situation, because that's honestly toxic. That somebody would think you have to feel the same way they do about something. Like, we're all entitled to our differences. We all should be able to think. Like, I will always encourage somebody to vote for who they feel best represents them. But if they can't respect where you're coming from, then toodles.
I agree 100%.
Toodles. Like, if you want to vote red, if you want to vote blue, like, I don't care. Like, I also want to say, like, yes, I did advocate for Biden, but like, he's not a good president. Like, he's not. But neither was.
But was he the better party for some people than the other? Then that's up to you.
Right.
Yeah. And that's another thing I think people get confused. Like, oh, well, you voted for this person. That's what you mean. No, actually, they're both not.
They're both trash, really and truly. One's a fucking failed reality TV star, and the other one is weird and smells little girls. Like,
but it's like whoever you think would be better at the time, you know?
Right. Like, I need to feel like I'm not going to have policies going against people like me or minorities. And that is what will always be the deciding factor for me.
Right.
If you feel otherwise, I can't force somebody else to think otherwise. But yeah.
I'm glad we had that talk.
Me too.
So what was another question?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Moving on. Let me see. Let me dig in the pussy. I need to stop saying pussy.
Oh my gosh, friend. I think that's your favorite word.
Have you or Tasia ever had lip filler?
I have not.
I have. Very minimal. Okay.
I would be obsessed with. I'm already obsessed with lashes.
Yes. Okay. So here's the thing, because I got a few things that was like asking us about like how we feel about plastic surgery and like lip filler.
Do it, girl. I need to get a boob job and a tummy tuck. Well, so.
Where's the fuck up, bitch? Do what you gotta do, baby. And if you don't want to do any of it, that's cool. The thing is everybody, it's your body, it's your choice. That's another thing. I feel like women's, or like, what is it? Like, I feel like people should not be entitled to like what a woman or what anybody does with their body. Like, speaking of fucking like abortion, like people are like, oh no, that's against the Bible. Like, fucking religion should not be intertwined in politics. But I know that was like kind of off topic. But if you want to fucking alter your body, queens, do it. Lip filler, I do have a minimal amount. Let me tell you, somebody commented on one of my videos and they were like, Camo, you're so beautiful. You're looking extra good lately. And someone said it's all the work he had done. Bitch, let me tell you, I had one syringe of fillers and that was distributed between my eyes, both my under eyes, and both my lips. So I had a quarter syringe in 4 different places. That didn't do shit. If you look at my fucking pictures and videos from like a week before I had lip filler to now, like, you wouldn't be able to tell. So
they always have to hate.
I know. I'm like, girl, just say you're fucking insecure and move the fuck on.
Yeah, like what? What people want to do with their bodies, what they want to do with it, you know?
Right.
Like
I want to get a BBL.
And that's cute and gorgeous. And I don't know why people are so weird about that. It's not your body. Like I want to get a tummy tuck. I swear I always say that. And the real reason behind it is because I have a scar on my belly button, and they cannot remove it unless I was to get a tummy tuck. Last year, I actually reached out. Remember, I reached out to a surgeon to see if they could do that. And that's what they told me. They're like, we can't even remove that unless you got a tummy tuck. And at the time I was underweight and I didn't even have enough fat. So I don't know if I do now. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on not having it. But at the same time, I'm like, maybe I should just keep it so I can get a tummy tuck. No. But yeah, I think
you could get the tiniest amount of fat you have. You get that put in your titties if you wanted to get a boob job.
Yeah,
and then they could give you the tummy tuck. Also, let me just say this, because some people might be in the comments or the reviews being like, y'all are promoting altering your body, or like there's nothing wrong with y'all. Y'all are perfect. Why do you feel like you need to do that? People would die to look like y'all and blah 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 blah. Whether you think somebody needs or wants to get something done, it's really not up to you, queens. Like, let another person decide for themselves. If they want to do something and it makes them happy, so be it. Why are you pressed? Why are your flaps getting all flapped up? Like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, there was something I posted and it was about my weight, and I ended up like taking it down just because I knew people were gonna misconstrue it. And somebody was like, tell me you have body dysmorphia without telling me. And I was like,
okay, maybe I do, queen.
But like, how dare you? You know, like you have no idea what I have to go through. And it's the same thing. Like anytime I've ever talked about like an eating disorder or whatever, like people just don't get it. You can't be like, oh, make sure you eat. That does not fucking help me in an eating disorder. I'm sorry. Nothing that anybody says helps me with that. That's something that I have to battle with every single day. And I do. I don't remember a day that I have not thought in my head something about my body. It's been like this for years. I think once you're like this, you have to battle with it every day.
Yeah.
Whether or not you act on it or not.
Most of the world is like that, but it's because of the beauty standards. And we live in such a superficial world that we've been trained and conditioned since birth that, oh, your hair has to look like this. You have to act like this. You have to present yourself like this to be somebody, to be accepted, to be respected. And so like we were set up for failure since the get-go. I mean, like we were watching America's Next Top Model growing up, and these bitches were withering away, and like that was the standard. And like Paris Hilton, love you girl, but like these were our idols and our icons, and like now people want to wonder why we have such issues with like body dysmorphia. Like, look who we were idolizing growing up.
I agree. We need to take a break though.
We do. Okay.
Hey girls, today's episode is sponsored by Care Of. I am so excited about this partnership because it's 2022, the new year is here, and this year is all about putting my health and wellness at the top of my priority list, and I highly recommend you do the same. So I am loving Care Of. Listen, Care Of is a subscription service that ships you high quality, personalized vitamins and powders conveniently to your door every month. You just take a short, in-depth quiz about your health goals and lifestyle and get personally tailored recommendations based off of your answers. You can stick to what Care Of recommends, or you can change up your pack at any time. Care Of products are made good for you. They've got clean ingredients and are backed by the latest science and research, so you can feel good about what's going in your body. We love to hear it. So girls, I got just the deal for you. Okay, you ready? You're going to save 50% off your first Care Of order if you go to takecareof.com and enter code unfazed50. Again, you're going to save 50% off your first Care Of order if you go to takecareof.com and enter code unfazed50. You're welcome. Hey girls, today's episode is sponsored by Babbel. Whether it's saving more and spending less, getting organized, or losing weight, there's a lot of worthwhile goals to set for yourself this year. At the top of my list is learning a new language with Babbel, the language learning app that has sold more than 10 million subscriptions. It's the new year. We all have goals and resolutions. I have a long list of my own, one being to really brush up on my Spanish because I only know a little bit. No estoy jugando contigo. Not only is learning a new language a fun and engaging new hobby, you can use it while you check off traveling more from your list. The whole Babbel process is addictively fun, fast, and easy. Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons for real-world use. Babbel, my favorite thing about them is they have 15-minute lesson plans, which is perfect for somebody like me with such a short attention span. I can't be sitting there for an hour, y'all. I just can't do it. And other language apps use AI for their lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 100 language experts. That's very cute and gorgeous to know. Their teaching methods have been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you improve your pronunciation and accent. That's new. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to their lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your new year on this new language journey with me using Babbel. Okay, girls, so right now, when you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you'll get an additional 3 months for free. That's 6 months for the price of 3. Just go to Babbel.com and use promo code Unfazed. That's Babbel, Babbel.com, code Unfazed. Babbel, language for life.
Okay, we're back, girls. Hey. New Year's resolutions.
Like we kind of talked about that, putting ourselves first.
Yeah.
I never have good advice for those because I never handled stuff like that very well. I always ended up in jail.
Tasia.
Also no, I'm serious. Like I remember when I was a teenager, I literally let a boy drive me insane. And so using drugs and going to jail. So I don't really
Dick
have
will do
great,
it to you.
I don't really have advice for that. You know what I'm saying? But also, I think that I needed to find myself back then, and I was relying way too much on somebody else. But also, I want to talk about this coffee right here, this nitro cold brew. So lately, every time I go to Starbucks, I get a nitro cold brew because it's 5 calories if you don't get sweet foam on top.
The sweet cream.
Yeah, if you get that on top, it might be about 75. But I don't get that. I just get a nitro cold brew. Anyways, with that being said, I wanted to talk about this encounter that I had. So I went one day and I was like, hey, let me get a nitro cold brew with a shot of espresso. And they're like, well, there's so much caffeine in it already. We can't do that, but we can give you half a shot. I was like, honey, I used to do meth for a living. Can you just throw a couple shots in there? I mean, I don't understand what's happening right now.
I don't understand. Okay, that's actually not correct. I mean, I think that's their most caffeinated beverage. However, I do know from when I worked at Starbucks, we were allowed to sell up to 8 shots to a person. And I know that does not have the equivalent of 8 shots in it. So somebody bamboozled you. They should have given you as many shots as you wanted. Honestly.
I agree. I was like, are you serious right now?
People want us to talk about pop culture and stuff like that. We don't really talk about
stuff like that.
What are your thoughts on Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson?
I mean, I've heard about that, and I just think that it's sad for her. And I feel like a lot of people definitely judge her and her life, and they're saying how it's embarrassing for her. It's not embarrassing for anybody. And the only person it should be embarrassing for is him.
Right.
And yes, she might keep taking him back or whatever, but obviously she loves him and she has a child with him, and that's nobody's business but hers. And I really think it's sad that we live in a world where instead of blaming the person whose fault it is, we're blaming the other person.
I don't think it's necessarily they're blaming her. I just think at some point you have to recognize that you are not being treated fairly, or you're not being respected. And they're very public people, whether it's a publicity stunt or whatever the case may be. You are being publicly embarrassed. Like he's literally making you look foolish by doing this again and again. And everybody wanted to come for what was
girl.
Kylie's bestie's name?
Jordan.
Yeah, everyone wanted to come for her. I mean, obviously what she did was shitty. But I mean, look, he's now done this so many times. Like clearly she wasn't. I mean, that was a problem in itself. But he's obviously the issue. Like if somebody is constantly showing you red flags, at some point it becomes a you problem because you're sticking around. I guess that would be my advice on breakups. Right, and my
thing, and another thing too, it's like he slept with so many people. Like I would, ew, like that's gross and scary. Like, yeah, you need to get tested or something. Like, holy shit.
Oh, I know. And people think because they're a celebrity or something like that they're untouchable. Like, no, these celebrities, they got STDs too. Like, and if he's out there putting his dick in every fucking thing, girl. And
the thing that could be scary is some stuff doesn't show up for years.
Yeah, that's honestly, an STD is my biggest fear. God bless, I've never gotten one. Honestly, don't know how, but well, actually, I do know how because I'm very safe. Always use protection. Always wrap it up, babies. But that is my biggest fear, is like catching something and then not catching it in time. Like, ugh, it's so scary.
But yeah, I just feel bad for her, and I feel bad that she has to deal with that because that sucks.
Let's see. Funny stories from your high school days. Do you have any?
I mean, I don't know if I've already shared this, but I think the only funny thing, like looking back, it's funny, is my dumbass posted a picture of me when I was a freshman in high school smoking weed out of a bowl, posted it on Instagram. I don't know why. Like, look at me, I'm smoking weed. Like, good for you, you dumb bitch. And I got told on, somebody sent it in to the principal and they called me in and they were like, hey, is this you smoking weed? And I said, that's photoshopped. And they said, so they called me on the intercom and was like, we need Tasia to the office. And I was thinking, holy shit. I knew I posted something on Instagram the night before. And I was still a little twisted because I had smoked a little bit before I went to school and I was high as fuck. And so, you know, like the tension of walking to the office, you know, like that Law and Order noise, dun dun. That's how it felt walking to the office. I was like, holy shit, I'm about to die. But anyway, so I'm sitting there and I was like, yeah, that's photoshopped. And he was like, Miss Hussey. And I said, yes, sir. He said, you mean to tell me that you photoshopped this piece? And I was like, it's a bowl. He's a bowl, and you smoking weed, and you're wearing the Collins Hill High School hoodie. I was representing Collins Hill. You hear me? I had a Collins Hill High School hoodie on, smoking weed. And he was like, you mean to tell me that you photoshopped it? I said, absolutely. I don't know who did that, but fuck them.
Fuck them.
No, but I was like, yeah, it's photoshopped. He said, absolutely not. He called my mom. I got in so much fucking trouble. I had to go to fucking the worst school ever to take drug classes because I was drunk at it.
Oh my God, you were smoking weed. God,
and they were like, you can either get suspended for 10 days and not take any classes, or you can get suspended for 3 and take classes for a few weeks. I said, I'll take the 10-day suspension. My mom said, no, you'll take the 3 days and you will go to the drug classes. And I was like, fuck that. It was so embarrassing. I had to go with my mom. I mean, could you imagine her shaking her head at me the whole time looking at me? You know what I'm saying? I always feel like somebody's watching me. And it was my mom in the drug class.
Wait, she had to be in the class with you?
She had to be, yeah, because I was 14 years old. My mom had to be in there with me because I was running the streets. And then I came back to school and everybody was like, that's the pothead. And I was like,
that's the pothead.
Okay, and what about it? No, I'm just kidding. But you best believe I came back wearing that Collins Hill High School hoodie. Representing. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was bad. That's like the only funny thing, I think. I think it's hilarious now. And it was the talk of the school forever. And I was trashed because I'm a pothead. And then I turned out to be a crackhead. And then I went to prison. So, hey.
And now here we are.
XOXO. Yeah.
I can't think. See, I would have to really sit down and think, like, on the spot. I can't think of anything funny, but I did see another one that was like cringy Tumblr era, and so that kind of does play into like my high school. So I do remember I got into trouble because I had posted on my Tumblr. It wasn't a nude, but it was like I was naked, Okay, I had a sweater on, but I was like turned from the side and I had like taken this pic, and all you didn't see my hole, you didn't see my kibbles and bits, like you just saw the side of my cheek, just the
You
side of it.
rompa.
My rompa dom dom. You didn't even see my crack or anything like that, and I got called up to the office, and they tried to say that like it had been being passed around school, and the teachers even saw it, and I was like, "You saw me." Me ass. Oh, did you like it? Ew. I'm sorry. But I got called up there, and it was a whole. It wasn't really that big of a deal, but like, just imagine sitting in there talking to somebody about your fucking nudes on the internet. I think I was like 16 or 17.
It's Photoshop.
No, that's all real, bitch. It's all real back there. Yeah, that was embarrassing. And to know that the teacher saw it, I'm like, I can never look at y'all the same.
Oh, I know.
Also, do you ever like, when you were in school, did you ever look at your teacher that had like children and be like, oh my God, you got fucked?
Yeah,
Like,
it was weird. Or like seeing them out, like it was like seeing the president. Like, Mom, that's my teacher. She was like,
Right.
Tasia, they're real people. I'm like, okay, and you're fucking weird. You know?
I can't. That was always a thought though that came up to my mind was,
We need to take a little break though.
oh, we do.
We'll be back.
Yeah,
That was so annoying and trash. Wow, I'm so annoying.
Hey girls, we're back.
We're back and better.
I guess. Oh. Okay, this episode is all over the place. I'm so sorry. So, attachments to people and things, and how to let go of things that no longer serve you.
Just go to jail. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, because
honestly,
then you can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? You're forced.
out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're forced. And that's happened to me before. I went to rehab for 14 months. You know what I'm saying? And I no longer had the key to the streets. So
I'm glad we have a sense of humor now. Like,
Yeah.
don't mistake our laughs though. Like, we're taking this shit lightly. It's just who we are. We're just in a silly, goofy mood always. No, I mean, I guess like that would kind of also feed into like 2022 goals. Like, really analyze your life and where you're at and who you're involved with, and ask yourself, are these people, are these jobs, are these situationships, are they benefiting me mentally, financially? And if the answer is no, if it's costing you more stress, more anxiety, and it's costing you more than it's benefiting you, then that's your answer right there, queen. Bye. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, time is very valuable to me. I did end up getting in a fight with one of my sister girls the other day about like time not being respected. And I feel like, you know, time is so precious. You don't get that back. And so I know that's kind of unrelated to that question, but if people aren't respecting you or your time, like, you got to do what's right for you, you know? Put yourself first. Like we said in the beginning of the episode, like, I guess that would be, I hope that answered your question.
I'm
Okay.
so tired of these random numbers calling me. I have to just answer just to see if I could be shits and
Oh,
giggles.
I'd be fucking with them.
We need to prank call somebody. I'm in a silly, goofy mood.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's call Waffle House
Okay, we always call fucking
because it's so funny. Because people get so, they're like, they actually think that we're funny when we call, and they're not like, they're probably going to be mean this time just because I said that.
Okay. Let's see. Let's answer like one or two more questions, and
Okay.
then we'll call them. First time you got caught smoking by your parents?
The weed picture.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, and then my mom threatened to drug test me all the time. She never did, though, because I was still smoking, girl. I was still throwing it back. But yeah, that was it. And I was like, Mom, that was photoshopped. She was like, get your bitch ass in the fucking car now. I was still smoking. I was suspended as still smoking. And what about it?
I really was a late bloomer when it came to doing drugs and shit and smoking weed. And I was like 18 when my mom approached me about smoking weed, and my mom actually came out on the back porch and like shared a joint with me.
Period.
She was like,
We love a supportive queen.
She was like, look, I'm not dumb. I know what you be doing. I know what your brother be doing. I be smoking with your... My brother started smoking weed, I think, in like 7th grade. And I had no idea until like my senior year of high school. And apparently my mom and my brother was kikiing and smoking all the time together. And I was completely not when he was in middle school. She found out when he was like a junior. But I smoked with my mom. She came to me and she was like, look, I'm not stupid. I know what you do. I'd rather you just be smart about it and like do it here. Like, let's smoke together. You're a grown adult now. So somebody was asking about like confidence and accepting like who you are and like your size. And I feel like, confidence is different for everybody. I feel like no matter what size I've been at, like for me as an individual, I've went from 270 pounds to 150 pounds, and now I've gained back a lot of weight. And no matter where I've been, I've always had a level of confidence. I think people need to get out of their head about like, oh, I have to be this size or I have to look like this to be confident. No, like I think confidence really comes from how you like where you stand as an individual. Like I know the energy that I put out there. I know sometimes I can come off aggressive or like harsh, but like it's always for the betterment of society. It's always for the greater good. And I know where my heart is. And that's where a lot of my confidence comes from. Like, I know that I'm good to people. I know that I'm talented. I know that like I have so much more to offer than just like being a certain size or something like that. But I would also Queen, if you want to be smaller, if you're struggling with your size, like I would always encourage someone to strive to be healthier. Like, I would also never enable somebody and be like, oh, Queen, like, also speaking of weight, like, I want to say this, like, when I was on my journey and I was losing weight the first time, a lot of people would, like, try to hit me with, oh, make sure you're doing this for you and not for somebody else. Let me tell you, if somebody is making a conscious effort to mindfully eat and go to the gym, they're not doing that for anybody else.
But their self.
Sure, there's like perks to losing weight. Like, yeah, somebody might suddenly become interested in you. People will take you more seriously. Unfortunately, we live in such a superficial world. When you are plus size, a lot of people don't take us seriously. But if you take that initiative to lose weight, no matter what your goals or motives are, like you're always doing that for you. So that was just an off-topic topic, but yeah, own your size. If you want to be better, that's great. I would never encourage someone to like throw themselves into obesity. Like, honestly, be mindful of what you eat. And but if you're a size 14, 16, 18 girl, like there's nothing wrong with that. Like, own that shit. Own your curves, mama sauce. Like,
period.
You don't have to be insecure if you're not a certain size. But on that note, I would love to call a little Waffle House moment.
We love a cute and gorgeous Waffle House moment.
Oh, okay. Waffle House. See, I always go for the fucking same shit, though. I always tell them I shit myself from the chili. I gotta think of something else.
Are these cute?
Girl, they're Doc Martens. They're always cute. But honestly,
I'm getting the black ones because I already have the white ones.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's a certain leather texture. Is that the smooth one? I don't like the smooth.
I do.
There's another one that's like
one.
Pizza or something.
I love the shiny. You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it. It's that they don't hold up as well. Like,
what is the other one?
See, because these are the smooth. The ones I have, they're the smooth, and like they like.
I know what you're saying though, because my white ones are like that.
They like right here in the sides.
Yeah.
They kind of like start to get lines in them. But the smooth one, it's like a higher quality, and it's also the inside kind of feels cheap on those. There's another one. I think it's like Pisa leather. Oh, it's that leather. I love that leather.
We love that. That's a cute and gorgeous looking moment. Is that it?
Let me see. No, that's the smooth. It's like one. It looks a little textured, but it's like it's better quality.
It is that.
Not as shopping.
I know. I have a shopping problem. I already have those. I just want a regular boot that I'm kind of looking at.
Yeah, I know. I got these platforms a minute ago now, and I want to get the lace platforms. That's the regular schmegular one. Let me. I don't know. It's weird because they all look the same, but then there's like subtle differences. No, let me see. It's called Pizza, I think.
Okay.
I'm just going on a shopping spree on the podcast. Hey, girls, I'm so sorry, but
Period.
I think that's what it is. Why is it not searching?
I don't know. It's probably my Wi-Fi.
Okay, see.
I just don't like the platform look. I want
God damn it! Why? Okay, we're doing too much on this show.
Okay. We need to just go ahead and do the prank call.
I'm so sorry y'all had to experience this.
This one?
See, I don't know. We'll have to do that later because the girls are probably like hanging up right now. Waffle House. What am I gonna say though? I'm so embarrassed. I don't want to say the same. I'm gonna call a hotel. Actually.
Oh, that would be.
I need to find one that's got a what's it called? A hot tub. Hotels.
Somebody shit.
That's what I was gonna say. Hotels with jacuzzi, with hot tub. Super 8. Okay, purr.
We love a Super 8.
To apologize to the team that's going to have to edit these clips because the computer keeps freezing. So good luck on that. Anyways, we were trying to prank call people and then the fucking video froze. So I hope they can piece this together and get us in the right timing. I'm so sorry. Let me call back the Super 8 though. Oh, God damn it.
What? Look how cute that shirt is.
That's gorgeous sauce.
That is gorgeous. She's so gorgeous.
Thank you for calling Interior Corridor 6.
0. It's always the answer. Click 0.
What the hell is this? Hi, I have a bit of a dilemma.
Okay.
So me and my wife are here celebrating our 45th wedding anniversary. And,
Okay.
we may have snuck into the pool area. And you know, I got IBS. So I think you can figure out where this one's going. I kind of shit myself in the pool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mess.
At Super 8?
Yes.
When was it?
What?
When was it?
Today, right now, I'm shitting as we speak.
Okay. So did you, I mean, I think I'm a little bit confused. Can you re-elaborate please again? Sorry.
I shit in your pool on accident.
Okay, when was it? Today?
Today, I snuck in with my wife. We're celebrating our wedding anniversary, and I just want to do something nice with her. And I have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, and I shit. It's just coming out of me, shooting out of me like lava.
Okay. It was today in the morning? When did you do
No,
it?
right now, as we speak, I'm calling from the pool.
Okay, I think you're calling at the wrong motel. This is Super 8. I don't see anybody in the pool though.
Shit.
Which motel did you stay?
It's floating. I left. I was embarrassed. I left. It's floating in the pool.
Okay, hold on just a second. And did you stay, what room did you stay?
I'm in 207.
207. Okay. Alright, miss, I think you're calling at a wrong motel. Which motel did you stay?
The Super 8 in Dawsonville.
Super in Dawsonville, wow. 207.
Do you not see a dump floating?
Okay, hold on just a second.
She should be floating.
And you said you are in the pool area right now?
Well, I was 2 minutes ago, but I left out of embarrassment. But my shit is probably just floating in the water, and it's just unsanitary. I just want to make sure everyone's safe.
Okay. All right, because the thing is, the pool is closed right now. That's the thing. I don't know.
I know I told you I broke in because I was trying to do something with my wife.
How did you broke in?
I just walked in the
Look
same
up
way
the
you
camera.
did.
Same way, did I? Okay. All right, I'll check it out, okay? No worries, okay? And you're in 207. What's the reservation name under?
Pussy lips.
We're so immature. Holy. He said that poor guy's actually looking. You said you don't see the dump floating.
Girl, no. One time, my favorite prank call I've ever done. I called another hotel, and it's on my TikTok somewhere. It was like one of my first big videos, and I had told them that I was like, I don't mean to share the TMI, but I was getting my cheeks busted, and I don't know if y'all got like water damage, but basically I had told them that I had like fallen through the floor and I was in the room beneath, and then like the woman got so worked up, she was like trying to call for help, and I was like, help! And then really fucked up, probably, but yeah, we're immature as fuck.
We are.
So
I think that wraps up today's episode.
I think it does too, because I can't imagine calling somebody else right now.
So thank y'all for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you guys next week. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe, and we love you. Oh my gosh, so sorry, bitch.